every day, Indigenous women get up across this country from coast to coast to coast. Every single day, MMIWG, 2S families get up from coast to coast to coast to talk about the savage levels of violence against Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirited. Every single day. There's not one day that our women don't get up to demand from governments, from every level, from society, to protect Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirited. Not a day goes by that we don't ask for that. And today is why. Today, what we learned today is why we ask people, why we ask governments, why we ask politicians of every stripe to protect Indigenous women and girls and Two-Spirited, to give the resources to that social service infrastructure that helps protect Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirited. There are consequences, and there are deadly consequences when we don't prioritize the protection of Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirited. And today is one of those days. This morning, I sat at 8 o'clock in the morning with the family of Morgan Harris, as Bernadette and I have done for many, many years, sat with MMIWG families, not only here in Manitoba, but across the country, as they've had meetings with police, as they've found out details, as they were notified of the death of their missing loved one. It is devastating. It's devastating to see the heartbreak from family. It's devastating to be standing here again, to be having these conversations again. It's devastating to be standing here begging society to take this issue seriously. This individual went on a killing spree. He targeted and slaughtered Indigenous women because he knew or thought that nobody would care. He targeted the most vulnerable of our society, those that we should be protecting the most. And he treated them as if they were garbage. Our women, our little girls, our Two-Spirit are not garbage. We are not disposable. We are sacred, and we're loved by our families. And the families that were mentioned today are no different. They loved their loved ones. And I want to say that I am grateful to the Winnipeg Police Service. I'm very, very grateful that they were able to arrest this monster and get him off the streets on May 17th. God knows what he would have done. In the span of just several weeks, he slaughtered 4 of our women. So I know that the WPS are looking for information on the 4th young woman that hasn't been identified. I'm encouraging folks to come forward if they have any information so that we can at least ease the pain and the suffering of another family here.